Hello. Man, I don't know. I was kind of going back and forth between Cancer and Scorpio. Might as well just do both, I guess. Cancer initially popped in my head, and then I might did it really. I'm gonna go with Scorpio. Exactly. You have spoken, Scorpio. You have spoken. That's all I needed. That's all I needed, guys. Hello, Scorpios. I hope you're doing well. It is the end of February already, heading into March. And I hope everybody's doing good, you know. It's the beginning of a new year, and instead of having that mindset of, oh, it's just another year again, well, make things different. Live for the day. Live for the moment. Change people's lives. Change your life. It's never too late. That's the mindset you gotta stay in or you're gonna be screwed, right? And Scorpios, if anybody should know that, it should be you. Okay. The Chariot. Where are you going? You're going somewhere. I don't know where you're going, but you're certainly fucking going, and you ain't letting anybody stop you. This is a really fast action energy towards, I don't know if you're just moving forward, you're just in this place of I'm moving forward, or you have a specific direction of where you're moving towards. You have the Ace of Swords, the King of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the World. Yeah, I feel like you're done with an old chapter, but are you really? You know, and this is something that you guys have been really pushing for a long time, because I've been reading you guys for a couple years now. And so this kind of really works out, or it really makes sense. I feel like you're moving forward. Now, I don't know if this is like physically or energetically, towards a new sunrise. So there's a new beginning. There's an old cycle here you want to close out. And your mindset is in a great place because you have the Ace and you have the King. So you've been really thinking about this a lot. Your mind is clear. There's things that you're very much aware of, being very real with yourself, being very methodical, very communicative. Your mind is sharp as you're moving forward, and that's beautiful energy. If you're definitely going to close off an old cycle, that would be the best way to start, is to have a clear, fresh mind of epiphanies, okay, and new thought process. Because what's the point of closing out an old cycle if you're still thinking the same way? Which is ironic, because that was the intro that I said. So, Nine of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles. Man. I'm leaning towards money and work. Doesn't necessarily mean that, but I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles and the Four, so it's almost giving me this sense here of your mind's on your money and your money's on your mind. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but this is your reading, not mine. There's just this mindset of, you know what, I've always made it through. I've always busted my ass. I've always worked hard. I've always made it through. And everything I have is, and everything everything that you have created in your life is because of your hard work. And so you are acknowledging this. It's almost like an epiphany of like, okay, no matter what happens in the future, I'm not going to stress about finances. I'm not going to stress about my world crumbling around me, because I've always gotten through the tough financial times. And I know that I have what it takes, even now, that if times get tough, I got to do what I got to do to make sure that I still can enjoy life financially. I don't really like doing readings about money at all, but this is just coming out to me. The Four of Pentacles. Being conservative with your money. Being careful with your money. holding on tightly to your money. I think maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that's what this new cycle is. I don't know what old cycle you're wanting to close out, but this new cycle is just kind of like this mindset of, you know, I got this, I'm always going to have this, I've worked hard for this, but I do need to be a little bit conservative with my money. Maybe not overspend, save a little bit, tuck a little bit in the bank. It's so basic reading to me, Scorpio, but maybe you need to hear this. I'm not trying to be a bitch or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's just a very interesting move. I don't know if you're thinking about possibly a new job or a side job to where you can put some money away. But I'm not sure. I see the world at the end, and that's you closing out this old cycle. So I'm like, well, what cycle are you closing out? And all I can see here is you worried about money, worried about finances, worried about making ends meet, but you always have. It's always worked out. So I don't know. Maybe it's just this one specific basic reading of, hey, I won't have to worry about money if I put a little aside here and there. You have a little eggs nest. Maybe that will help me towards my next goal or as I'm moving forward. This is your reading, Scorpio. I hope this helped. Usually, I'm just saying, usually your readings are so much more in depth. But right now, I just feel like maybe you're just focusing on tucking a little bit of money away instead of constantly worrying about finances, because that's really all I can see here, you know. Yeah, maybe I feel like you've had a little bit of shakeups here with money and finances and you want things to change. Yeah, putting investment into things that you know are going to be worth it. You know what I mean? I do see 4 cups and an Ace of Wands with a 5 of Swords and the Star. Well, that's interesting. I mean, at least in your soul, you're showing me you're still hopeful and you still have faith when it comes to love. But your mind is saying, no, I don't. And your heart is saying, no, I don't. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know, Scorpio. Do you trust your mind? Do you trust your heart? Or you trust your soul? Because your soul's telling me something completely damn different than the rest of you. Just touching on that. Because you got the 4 of Cups. You got the Ace of Wands. You got the 5 of Swords. And you got the Star. So for me, it's like, okay, yeah. With the money, you want to invest in something. And you don't want to work as hard. You want to figure out something you can do to make a little bit of extra money, but not work as hard or maybe not work as much, like as far as hours go. And you want things to change because you're tired of maybe, you know, not being able to pay the bills or having a car repossessed or struggling or worrying about finances, you know what I mean? But as far as going a little bit deeper in there, yeah, you're hopeful and you have faith in something here. And you want a new beginning and passion too. I feel like you want a new beginning and passion, but your mind and your heart are like, no. This is a lifelong struggle for you guys, for me, I feel like. I mean, it's like you want that passion, you want that love, you want that sexuality, and you have that hope. And some of you might even have it. But it's like your heart and your mind are like, no. Never works out. Why bother? You know, I'm defeated. I've been hurt. I don't care. Like, it's like such self-sabotaging energies here. 10 of Wands underneath your soul is saying, let go of the old past. Codependent burdens. That would probably help. Let go of all the old people you were passionate about that just became codependent burdens. If you really truly want and desire a new beginning of passion, it'd be good if you let the old ones go. So then maybe your heart would open up a little then your mind would open up a little. Then they would match your soul. Makes sense? I knew it was a little bit more than money, but right now you're focused on your money, and that's fine. So that's your reading. Scorpio, I hope this works out for you.